Why would he do this?
Whoa!
Like, what motive?
Worked?
See, I told you it would be fine. I'm such a terrific guide.
Yeah.
Whoa, okay.
Is that the end of it?
I guess that's everything. Seems easier than I thought. What's wrong, Master?
I'm wondering if that's really all that happened. Something about this seems off.
It does? You think so?
Ah! What's going on? The conclusion? Is this the truth behind the case?
There's only one door. No other options. Maybe this really is the end. Kind of a simple conclusion despite 5 people dying. Well, I hope this was a helpful
I just don't know
tutorial
what
for
the
you,
motive is. What's the motive?
Wait. Mystery labyrinths contain all the mysteries of the real-world case, including things like misdirection, right? Which means this could be an attempt by the culprit to mislead us.
So, you don't think this is the truth? What makes you say that?
I'm not sure, but I have a feeling the case isn't closed yet.
If so, then this door could be a fake.
How can we tell?
If you think it's fake, why not try breaking it? It'll be bad news if you're wrong, though. And I won't tell you exactly what will happen. I don't want to affect your judgment.
You've already affected my judgment. I guess the only way to find out is to destroy it. How do I do that?
This, I
So
agree.
it was fake. It was the culprit trying to throw us off the trail.
I don't know what it is, but something, like, I get, we haven't found a motive yet.
You should have just quit while you were ahead.
It's rare for a fake exit to appear. This mystery labyrinth is way tougher than I thought. Master, don't let your guard down.
Make sure you
Okay.
drop your money before you drop dead. I promise I'll show mercy to your wallet.
We gotta do this again. Okay.
I wonder if Master can even make snap judgments.
Mystery phantoms sometimes throw out noise. These will obstruct your vision and can get in the way. Use the solution blade to cut
Are
them
you
down.
gonna remember all of this?
It's a white noise!
Sure hope you got all that down.
I didn't get any white noise in when I played Trigger Happy Havoc, or I played on easy, so I think I got less. Yeah. Bonus for destroying noise is based on the max amount you destroy in one cycle. There's a cap. Yep.
The culprit must be Zilch. The reason is obvious. Zilch is the only one who could have done the crime. He burned the 4 passed out victims,
Is it the
then
knife in the
set himself on
corpse?
fire, and died from immolation.
Okay, that one's not right.
This is the truth. No. Now that I think about it, Zilch's suicide by fire doesn't make sense. Because when I saw Zilch through the window, there was a knife in his chest. If he burned himself, then why would there be a knife stuck there?
You little brat.
Oh, I cut him off again. That's okay.
I was the knife stuck in the body? Of course I know why. was to knock himself out. Stabbed himself so he would pass out easy. Then set himself on fire.
No,
Dying
ow.
by fire is a painful way to go. He wanted to make it less painful. The culprit has to be Zilch. He committed suicide by self-immolation.
Stabbed himself with the knife because there was no other way to knock himself
That's
out.
true.
No, he wouldn't have had to go through all that just to pass out.
I was the knife stuck in the body.
Okay, so it does like loop.
Of course I know why. Yeah, it was to knock himself out.
Let's blast through this mystery.
It like loops. So it's the same as okay.
His plan was to fall unconscious. He would have used the drugged coffee in the dining car. That's a much easier way to pass out.
We're going again. Okay. Oh no, we're not. He stopped, so I go, okay, there's another round. But no. You've been aiming for a crate? Yeah.
I see. So they're trying to mislead you about the cause of death for Detective Four Eyes.
So it
Right.
wasn't Zilch.
The Peacekeeper said all the detectives burned to death. But Zilch's corpse in the first car is different.
And so is
To me,
Aphex's.
it looked more like he was stabbed to death.
So the Peacekeeper's report was a lie? But they have no reason to do that. If they wanted to set you up as the culprit, they'd be raising questions by fabricating
There's
reports.
flying letters too.
Yeah, you're right. They all must have died by fire, after all. And for some reason, only Zilch appeared to
Is
have
that
been
bit the
stabbed to
little
death.
da 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 da?
I get it. So that's what was
Makes me
bothering
go,
me.
Danganronpa soundtrack?
But no matter how hard I think about it, I can't seem to figure out what happened next.
Huh? Why's that?
I don't have enough clues about Zilch in the first car. I should have investigated it more after discovering the body, but I was too preoccupied with calling for help.
So we're stuck right here. I don't see any other routes to break through this mystery. I don't even know what mystery we gotta solve right now.
Right?
But I do know there can't be a labyrinth without a goal. The truth is always behind a mystery. You wish you had investigated more, right? So, you think you'd have the answer if you'd done that?
Huh? Yeah, maybe.
Oh, fine. My secret weapon is so draining, I try to avoid using it as much as possible. But I just love it when you rely on me, Master.
I have a bad feeling about this. What are you trying to do?
This is all for you, Master. Ready, Master?
Wait!
Oh. Recreation of the scene.
Ow!
It's just a perfect little box.
What's going on?
I'm extracting your memory and materializing it inside the mystery labyrinth. This is my super cute special weapon. See, if you investigate here, you might make some new discoveries.
Oh, the shock from all this is making my head spin.
You don't have any time to waste, Master. This was pumped out of that slow brain of yours, so don't assume it'll stick around for long. You have until the pain in your head clears up. Now hurry and investigate.
Oh.
Got it. Oh.
Crime scene recreation.
Huh? This cushion. Was it always there? Also, it looks like it has a hole in the middle of it.
Wait, so the knife
It was
did
made by
look
something
higher
sharp.
than normal.
What did this?
Like where like his chest was sitting, like where the knife was pushed through, seemed taller than normal.
Oh, so I can get solution keys here too.
You may have seen it, but forgotten. That just means you didn't think anything of it at the time. But it is in your memory, so you can use it as a clue.
You can do that? You're incredible, Shinigami.
Go on, keep complimenting me.
This blanket is mostly burned, but some parts near the knife are unscathed. It doesn't look like there's blood on the blanket at all. But how could that be?
The blanket that was placed over the corpse, there's no blood on it. So it wasn't like he was stabbed in that moment.
Oh, it's fading.
So unless he was stabbed after he burned, I
guess
feel like
the
you wouldn't
pain is
bleed
starting
if
to
you
go away too.
burned up.
Looks like time's up. Well, did you find anything?
Yeah, I think I see the contradiction here. Although I'm not completely sold on it.
Come on, this is where you're supposed to declare, I've solved the mystery. Well, if you think you're on the right track, then I guess we should do this next.
Do what?
It's for when you're stuck in your deductions. Remember what I said earlier? Every labyrinth has a goal. So even when you're stuck, there's always a way out. And we're gonna find it by working together.
Working together?
Lay it all out, Master!
Oh. Huh. What's this one? Speech. Shinigami puzzle.
We're gonna expose the truth together!
The Shinigami puzzle is one of my secret techniques to uncover the hidden truth. Truth is hiding somewhere in the letters on the side of the barrel containing yours truly.
Ready?
Read the question, knock out the letters in the right order, make a mistake and the time limit will be reduced.
Corrections are somewhere inside your head, Master!
If you knock out the letters in the right order, I'll be imbued with the power of truth and unleash a special move that'll open up a path.
Time for the solution key!
There in the barrel, I'll give you whatever hint comes to mind, grab the key and bring it
Don't
to
you
your mouth.
forget!
And it will be reduced. Okay. Grab, throw.
Let's work together as a team!
Oh, red. Which one though? Cushion? Wait, how do I... Because... Oh, I just throw the soul blade at the thing. Like the knife pretending to be dead. Yeah. Yeah, so, okay, they're two separate things. I'm like, do I grab the thing and... E-A, where's the D? There. Oh no, it's letters. They aren't flying. They're just spinning. Hey look, there's a chest. What'd the chest do?
That's right. When I saw Zilch through the window, it appeared as if the knife was stuck in his chest.
Tobacco wants the Finian.
But in actuality, he stabbed the blanket-wrapped cushion to make it look like he had been stabbed. That's why the blanket didn't have blood on it, even though the cushion was stabbed through. Zilch's death was a red herring. It was meant to mislead us.
Okay.
It's a new solution key.
If it was a red herring, that means he wasn't really dead.
He was still burnt up.
Yeah, Zilch was faking his death to fool us.
But
That knife was just to trick me into thinking he was dead when I looked through the window. But the Peacekeeper's report saying they all burned to death created a contradiction.
So the culprit was just plain dead. It's exactly what I said.
he was still burned up.
In a roundabout way, yes.
Which means that dead end in the abyss could have a new path now. Let's hurry back.
Let's see where this goes, I guess. I can't sprint, can I? No. Just have to run. I'm gonna walk along the tracks. Can I go off the edge? I cannot. Wouldn't make sense to be able to go off the edge.
What's wrong?
It's too much of a hassle to go all the way back there. I don't want to walk anymore.
Some guy you are. Besides, you're not even walking.
I was gonna point that out.
I despise
She's flirting.
effort and hard work. I want to head back the easy way.
How do you head back the easy way?
I know. I have a convenient transportation method thanks to my awesomeness. It lets us go anywhere you've been before.
Oh, fast
Now
travel.
is the perfect time to use it.
Hmm?
See? Super easy.
I don't know what I just clicked.
Yeah, sure.
But unfortunately, using it does drain a little bit.
Drain a little bit of what? Do you have MP or something?
Your lifespan.
Oh.
My lifespan? Again?
So we passed through how did the culprit pull it off junction and have taken the played dead turn again. Now that we have a new solution key, I'm sure we can solve this mystery and access what's ahead.
Let's give it a try.
Oh, hello.
Solution keys are important to solving mysteries. Yours truly
Keys
is
to break
important too.
through. Solution keys can be used to break through
We're
mysteries
gonna
in the way.
explore the truth together.
Select the solution key that answers the question in front of you, get it right, and the mystery will disappear. Oh, okay. Just a red herring? Yeah, we're good.
Zilch was trying to trick us into thinking he'd killed himself.
And the path extends?
A bridge!
See, didn't I say the path would appear? It's all because we found the right deductive clue to break through. I'm so amazing. You can pat me on the head if you want, Master.
You've got a crown in the way.
Well, maybe later.
You're also a lot taller than he is. You'd have to, like, duck a little bit. Float a little lower.
We opened the played dead route thanks to the corpse red herring solution key. So Zilch really faked his death to mislead us.
If so, he is absolutely the culprit. Now, we just need to prove it.
But even if the Mystery Labyrinth is fair when it comes to solving mysteries, the real world will be different, right? What if Amaterasu Corp decides to protect the culprit, even if we prove who really did it?
Oh, you're worried they'll just cover it up? No need to worry about that.
Huh? Why's that?
Save the fun for later.
That's concerning.
Oh, the ground! It's falling apart!
You better run, Master!
Why? Wasn't this the right route?
Maybe the logic still has some holes in it.
It does. Why? Like, why did he still burn up then?
Oh!
It's not extending anymore. Oh.
Master, you better concentrate!
Why did she like break his neck for this? Oh. Oh. He just had glasses. Oh, okay, it was Zilch. Ow. The other thing, I guess, yeah, it looked like him. We saw him before he got burned up. Yes.
When I saw Zilch through the window, he was faking his death with the knife through the cushion.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Why would he
That was
then
definitely the real Zilch.
be a fake if it, yeah, okay. It would have to be, wouldn't it? But at the same time, no? Okay.
The corpse I investigated was real, it just wasn't Zilch's corpse. In other words, Zilch swapped himself out for a real corpse.
So is there some way to get out in that room then? In the infirmary? Before Yuma entered? Because he was struggling to get in.
The corpse was switched right before I broke the infirmary window to open the lock. The blazing fire had filled the room with smoke, so I couldn't make anything out through the window. Zilch used that smoke as cover to switch himself with a dead body.
I get it. The fire wasn't only there to show he died from burning. It was also a smokescreen to swap out the corpse.
Right. In the smoke, he switched places with a corpse he had hit.
Into a TV. Okay. Then how did he get out?
Next up, you need to deduce where the corpse was hidden.
Because the room was filled with smoke, he needed to put the body somewhere he could access immediately.
Where are you thinking?
If he needed to get to the body as quickly as possible, only one place makes sense.
What if it was just...
Blood place is suspicious.
Use the on-screen cursor to select the spot that answers the question.
Search every nook and cranny.
You can pick spots where the icon changes.
Doesn't make mistakes.
Means
Right.
taking damage.
Right?
I feel like it would be on the bed.
Here. That's it! The burnt corpse was hidden right there. Hey!
Am I wrong? But it did the little "that's right" animation. Oh no, they're just taking me out. Okay.
Jeez, one after another. This is really bad for my heart.
So... obviously he had to stab the corpse as he swapped. My next thought then is the body in the final car had a stab wound in the chest. There was no blood, nothing. So did he then transport the body from the infirmary over to that last car?
We're not done yet! Hurry! Let's speed it up!
Shinigami, you might be fine because you're floating around, but this is really tough for me.
That's the best.
I can't believe
yes.
it.
Oh god.
He had
I
the
made it too
corpse
loud.
hidden under the blanket? So, that poor-eyed detective was sleeping next to a dead body. I'm so jealous!
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
Like, that's the only thing that makes sense to me, is... Oh, hello.
Zilch was lying in bed with the corpse. He got up once the smoke screen was ready. He took the corpse out from under the blanket, pulled the knife out of the cushion, and stabbed it. That way, even after he switched with the corpse, he could just hide to avoid me.
Where did Detective Four Eyes hide after that?
It must have been someplace with easy access, which must mean... under the bed. He could have quickly hid there.
Which means, if you checked under the bed at the time, you would have caught that four-eyed idiot.
But back then, I was in such a hurry to warn the other master detectives. I'm sure he calculated all that too. He knew I'd panic.
Maybe he was planning to take advantage of you from the very beginning, and that's why he let you live.
Yeah, I think Zilch was the one who peeked into the restroom while I was sleeping there. I was supposed to be sleeping in the infirmary, so he must have planned to move me before committing the crimes. I passed out in the restroom, but that didn't hinder his plans, so he went with it.
Speaking of which, wasn't it Detective Four Eyes who told you to go to the first car?
Probably?
Yeah, he must have planned to make me witness everything and set me up as the culprit.
Aha! I think I'm starting to see the whole picture now. Not bad, Master. Maybe you were a big shot detective before you lost your memories.
No. If I really was a great detective, I would have caught the culprit in the infirmary before any of this happened.
I guess so.
Oh my
By the way,
god, Shinigami.
where did he get the corpse he was hiding in the blanket?
That corpse? Well,
That is something we haven't addressed. Oh. Hello again.
Again!
I won't let you go any further.
Getting in our way again, huh? If you stand against my ruthless master, he'll chop you up and stir-fry you with veggies for dinner. I will not!
He is, he's back. Oh boy. What do I need this time?
Master, I'm lending you a hand from here on out. I'll assist you when you're in a pinch.
Why is it echo?
Assist?
It's the rule of the Mystery Labyrinth to assist whoever you're accompanying. Now let's go, Master. Looks like you might not need assist after all, Master.
Will
This
help
could be the
out.
clincher.
Mystery Phantom's statement won't inflict any damage, so use it to take a quick look at what they're saying. Okay.
I
Apex is
won't let you
close.
pass. Enough of your nonsense.
Well, that doesn't.
You think he swapped with a corpse? It'd be impossible to switch like that. Someone who could replace Zilch would need to be the same size as him. He didn't have a bag that could carry a corpse.
I didn't want to hit that, I just wanted to get rid of the white noise.
It would have been down at the station. It'd be impossible to get it on board. replaced anyway!
This is the truth.
There we go. Got there.
There's no need to bring an extra corpse for the swap. He just needed to reuse a dead body on the train. It's Aphex's body from the 5th car. He and Zilch are nearly the same height, and both have stab wounds in their chests.
Stab
So the
wounds.
corpse that was switched was Aphex's.
Ah, damn it! How could someone like you find the truth? Truth!
Oh! Oh my god, we got him, got him.
He looks completely obliterated.
Now we don't have to fight anymore.
Even if that's true, don't let your guard down. The mystery labyrinth isn't over yet. Stay alert until the very end.
All right.
Up we are. Yeah, there's still a lot of details we haven't really covered.
Wow. Who would have thought that short-tempered idiot would be used for a body swap?
Thinking back, the reason the corpses in the 1st and 5th cars were burned was to switch them out. But the corpse was so badly burned that I couldn't tell it was Aphex.
Because that was the thing, everyone else you could sort of
That
tell.
must be what the necklace was for, so I could identify him.
Well, reusing a corpse is rather environmentally friendly of the culprit, don't you think? He totally went green. I mean, we gotta recycle everything in our day and age, so you gotta get the most value out of corpses too, you know?
I don't know how much value you can really get out of a corpse, but sure. Oh, we're on top of a train.
Zilch?
Wait, I am not the culprit. I am a victim who was already killed. So, leave me alone!
Hey, he ran away! After him, Master!
Yeah.
You said the body in the 1st car's infirmary wasn't me, but Aphex? But you went to car 5 after car 1 and discovered his corpse there. How was the corpse transported from car 1 to car 5? That'd require moving past you.
This is one thing I have thought about.
That's right, if he slipped past us, when did that happen?
Is this what I'm meant to be doing? Looks like it. Oh, okay. Let's walk in the track.
Where did he run off to?
Another mystery that needs to be solved.
The only option would be to move through the train.
Thinking about it rationally, we have to assume that they carried the corpse through the train.
No, that's impossible. 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 Impossible.
Because the train stuff is all locked up. Oh, are you about to be a bad?
Impossible. 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 Impossible.
Oh, he is. Zilch just became a big bad.
Zilch turned into a mystery phantom!
Get him, Master! Boom killing so hard, his relatives get bruises!
Mystery Phantom, that's what they're called. I'm assuming it's gonna be that the windows and stuff are all locked up. I'm assuming that's gonna be the key that we need.
A body
Blackout and
can't get
shaking.
from car 1 to car 5.
Ow.
Just think about it. The train's halls are quite narrow. The corpse is heavy enough as it is. Lugging a corpse through that hallway, you would certainly have noticed. That means your deduction is all wrong. I'll say it once more.
Good, please do.
You cannot transport the corpse from car 1 to car 5.
That's true. Plus, when we investigated the private rooms, we kept the doors open for security. If someone had passed through the hallway, I probably would have noticed.
They would have had to sneak past me, too. There's no way anybody got through that corridor.
If we're certain nobody used that corridor, then the corpse must have been brought in from outside the train, not inside. If
So
so,
we're
the
wrong?
culprit would need to be able to pass by us without being noticed.
What are you mumbling about? Just admit that your deductions were utter nonsense.
So that's why we need the blackout. Question mark? That's why we need the blackout key, was what I was gonna say. Yeah, blackout and
If they
shade.
didn't pass through the train, you think the corpse was brought in from outside? The windows are all locked shut.
No, that's not what I wanted to get rid of the white noise. Weren't the windows fixed in place? The blackout and shaking didn't open them either. And aren't the blackout and shaking kind of suspicious in the first place?
If they didn't pass through the train, you think the corpse was brought in from outside? The windows are all locked shut. The door's locked when the train is moving. We know the train never stopped once. If the windows and doors are shut, there's no way to get out while the train is moving. No issues occurred during the train's operation.
This is the truth.
There we go, we got that.
No, there was something strange. The blackout and shaking that happened when I was in car 2 and car 4. When the blackout occurred and the shaking started, I'm certain something else happened in the train. Maybe it has something to do with the mystery of the moving corpse.
Don't be stupid. So what if there was a little blackout and some gentle swaying? Forget the shaking and the blackout.
Oh, wrong button.
They were nothing but coincidences. The blackout was just a bad contact.
A bad
The shaking
contract?
was the tunnel air pressure. There's nothing odd about that. It's all just a coincidence. It's impossible to include that in a criminal plot.
Come on.
Could such a carefully calculated crime really all be a coincidence? It's no coincidence. The culprit planned all of it.
Forget the shaking and the blackout. They were nothing but coincidences. The blackout was just a bad contact.
Flash through this mystery.
It was just a weird phrase to slash through. Or to need
No,
to
the
slash.
blackout didn't occur because of a connection failure. It was due to the main control system failing and switching to the backup control system.
The control system automatically manages the electricity within the train. When the main control system fails, it will switch to the backup system after 1 second.
The blackout occurred during that 1 second when the system switched over.
Bye bye! Bye bye. Hello, train.
Hey! He ran away! A fleeing phantom is a bad phantom!
Is there such a thing as a good phantom?
After him! You've gotta keep solving the mystery and prove kill that mystery phantom!
Hey!
You don't have a choice.